He did not know that he was dying. That's why he's coming through. Because you keep saying, did my dad know? How could my dad not know? How could he not know that something so serious was going on with him? Did he hide it from me? Your father's saying to me, I did not hide it from you. He tells me he knows you kept his shirt. So there was a shirt that you kept of his here in the physical?
Yes, I bought a shirt for him, but he never got it.
He knows about the shirt because he keeps bringing that up. Talk about the shirt, talk about the shirt. So when you bought it for him and he never got it and you kept that shirt, know it's your dad's way of letting you know that in spirit, he knows that you're going to give that to him. Because that's the first thing that he's saying from the other side. And he's also telling me this. He says, Matt, he goes, do you know that my girls would never believe that I would come through like this or to speak like this? He says, because I wasn't a very talkative person here in this world.
That's right.
But I also have to tell you this. When I'm connecting with this man, he says to me, Matt, I'm coming through for them because I have to let them know a few things. Your dad was not a talker. And he says, Matt, he says, I didn't always get to tell them how much I loved them or cared about them here in this world. But I'm taking the opportunity to do that now. Because he says to me that he wants to let you know as his daughter how much that he truly loves you, how much he cares about you, and he wishes that he would have gotten to tell you this himself when he was here.
I understand what you're saying.
And when I'm connecting with your dad, he shows me that here in this world, he did not want to leave his house, and he also tells me when I'm connecting with him that there were many times when he missed out on things within your life, and that's why he's coming through. But I also have something else to tell you. When I'm connecting with his soul, I know the reason why. Because when I'm connecting with your dad, right, souls will put me back in their body to make me feel what they felt. And I keep feeling all this pain going right down me. Your dad was in constant pain here in this world for quite some time.
Yes.
Your father was telling me that here in this world, he was a hard worker. He worked. He said to me, Matt, I never stopped. I was never somebody that was in bed. If I got hurt, I said, let's rub some dirt on it and let's keep going.
That's right.
But he also tells me when I'm connecting with him that he lived his life in constant pain here in this world. He may not have talked about it, but I feel like your dad had to fall off of a roof or had to do something back when he was younger because I feel all this pain going through me. And the reason why I'm telling you this is your dad tells me that he didn't know what it was like to not feel pain every day. So why is that important? Well, it's important because when your dad actually got sick and actually had this problem, he did not know that he was dying. That's why he's coming through, because you keep saying, did my dad know? How could my dad not know? How could he not know that something so serious was going on with him? Did he hide it from me? Your father's saying to me, I did not hide it from you. What your dad is telling me is that he was in pain every day. He goes, Matt, I got up. I had so many different pains. My shoulders would hurt, my ass would hurt, my legs would hurt. He said, so when he woke up and he had that pain there, he didn't think it was life-threatening. That's why he's here. Because he's coming through to go and try to solve and to help you to understand what had actually happened. Because he keeps saying to me, Matt, he goes, I wasn't a doctor's person, but I'm going to tell my daughter right now I would have went. He says, I woke up, he said I had that pain, and then next thing you know, your dad died just like this. What's tough is this. He tells me that he does not want you to think for one moment that you could have stopped this from happening. Because you keep saying, I should have been on my dad, I should have known. And he's saying to me that, he goes, Matt, you don't know my daughter. He goes, she makes things up in her head. Like you keep thinking, well, my dad was acting a little bit funny. He was acting a little bit weird.
Yep.
He says to me, tell her, he goes, that I was always acting weird. And when I'm connected with your father, all I keep smelling is cigarette smoke on the other side when I'm connecting with them.
He smoked, yep.
He goes, Matt, he goes, that's how I dealt with my pain. Because your father was like the Marlboro man here in this world. He used to smoke like a friggin' chimney. And I see when he used to get stressed, anxiety, pain, he was like this. One right after the other, right after the other, right after the other.
Yep.
And he also tells me that he had issues with his teeth here in the physical world.
Yep.
And wait a minute, I'm like grossed out right now. This man just showed me him pulling out his teeth.
Yep. He has false teeth.
I
didn't know that he had false teeth until one time I saw him without them.
He goes to me, Matt, can you please let her know that I have my teeth back on the other side, he's telling me. And I'm like, sir, what you do with your teeth is your own business. But he's actually pissed with you. He tells me that he needs you to know that because you all lost his teeth. Somebody did not bury him with his teeth, he's telling me.
It wasn't up to me.
Listen, you talk to your loved ones on your own time. I'm telling you what he's telling me.
Okay, thank you.
But he's teasing you, letting you know that in heaven that he's got his teeth back. But not only that, He says, Matt, he says, for once in my life, I know what it's like to not feel any pain. He says, so please let my daughter know that when I was missing from her life, when I didn't do certain things, it wasn't because I didn't want to be there. It's because I was in pain. And because of that, he also shows me that he had anger issues here in the physical world. That you're always like, oh my God, my father's so angry. He's angry to everything.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
He said to me, Matt, tell her I was angry just for that reason. It was never about her. That's what he's telling me. So please know that you kept saying, I just want to know how my dad died. I just want to know if he knew. I just wanted to know all these things. He said to me, Matt, he says, I'm going to be very honest. He says, with all I had wrong in my body, he's like, I'm lucky that I died when I did. Because he said to me, I put my body through so much here in this world. He says, so know that I'm okay. Know that I am safe and at peace, and my soul is always with you.